Ahoy! I'm Captain Rob Lee, and welcome to Pirate Lifestyle TV. Arrgh! Today's topic is a bit more serious than the past couple of videos. What I want you to focus on today is what is truly important in your life. What am I talking about? I have a saying, if it's not a hole in the boat, don't worry about it. With all the recent bad weather, I have been doing some reminiscing. Many people have been living in difficult conditions. Without power, folks have been forced to get creative with simple tasks like cooking. Maybe they have fired up their wood stove or moved into their camper to stay warm. What's important in life? Let me share some very personal moments. After Hurricane Katrina in 2005, Cheri, Jonathan, and I, along with several other families, lived in extremely primitive conditions for a long time. Because of the difficult living conditions, we depended on each other for the basic necessities, like finding water, food, and gas, because the local grocery store remained closed for over 4 months. It's interesting what living in such hardship will do to people. We became very close, and all that mattered was we were all there together. In one moment, we would feel the pain of someone's loss, and the next moment, we would be laughing and joking with each other. In the evening, we would sit around a picnic table. We found it in all the debris, and eat dinner and tell stories like one big family. Today, 5.5 years later, we stay in touch with each other. Back when we were living up north, there was a bad ice storm. Many people were without electricity for weeks. I fondly remember a story from one family in particular. When the power first went out, the kids didn't know what to do. No TV, no internet. They didn't know how to entertain themselves. If you are a parent, imagine your kids if you turned off the electricity. As the days passed, the family grew closer, eating meals together, spending time together, sitting around the table, and actually talking to each other. After dinner, when it was cold and dark outside, and cold and dark inside too, they sat at the kitchen table, huddled up, trying to keep warm, and they played card games and board games. This is the important part. Dad was still working at his job, and the kids still had school. So the family had planned a big weekend. They were going to have a cookout and play games and spend the entire Saturday together. Can you imagine spending the entire day with your family together? Anyway, on Friday, the electricity came back on. When the kids got home from school, they were actually disappointed because they had planned their family day. The same kids that 2 weeks earlier were throwing a temper tantrum over the loss of electricity. Well, with a bit of quick thinking, Dad went down in the basement and shut the power off. I'm serious. He turned off the power so the family could spend their Saturday together just as they had planned. What a great story about focusing on what is important. What's the message here? With the growing complexities of our modern world, it is easy to be distracted from what is truly important. We start worrying about things we have no control over, like the price of gas at the pumps, or what is happening in other places halfway around the world, or even worse, silly things like which fast food joint to have lunch at. These things are not important in your life. So remember, if it's not a hole in the boat, don't worry about it. I hope you enjoyed this Pirate Lifestyle TV episode. Keep the great ideas coming, and please share these videos with your friends. You can make a difference. I live in the pirate lifestyle, be about being happy. With ye help, me go be to motivate and stimulate ye friends to be living the pirate lifestyle. Arr.